Okay, it's been a little while since you've seen me, and a whole lot has happened that I can't even begin to tell you. So on day 131 published, I met face-to-face one of the most empowering women of my life. In a brief half-hour conversation, things changed. My perspective changed, my outlook changed, my whole being changed. And I realized the impact of this project. As I've been going along, it's been my own courage muscle that has increased the most. The lessons I have shared are lessons that I needed before any of you ever got to see them. The people that I talk to are the right people at the right time. And I'm a firm believer that people come into our life for a reason. But I didn't realize the impact that these women, these stories that the Inner Wisdom Project was having on anyone else. I didn't see it. I didn't get it. I didn't understand until I met Michelle face to face. And Michelle said to me, oh my gosh, my whole morning, I couldn't wait to tell everybody that I talked to about getting to meet you today and about our interview a couple of days earlier. I have met women all over the world, some of whom I'll never get the honor of meeting face to face. I know and understand that. But some of them have changed my life. Some of them have given me that nugget of inspiration, that absolute belief and truth that I am in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. And Michelle was one of those women. And more than that, I certainly got a grasp of the ripple effects. And the more I thought about Michelle, the more I thought about her journey, and her message was so loudly and clear to me. She said, I graduated with a Bachelor of Arts and a major in independence. And it was about taking steps on her own and about showing who she is and about living her best life. That resonated with me. That touched my heart. It changed the way I think. It changed the way I looked at things. It changed the way I understood. It changed the courage muscle in me. And I will say to you, and I have said to anybody who's asked me about this project, the biggest lesson that I've learned is my own courage, my own getting out of my own way and doing things that are uncomfortable and that I'm a little bit afraid of. I'm not afraid to speak to people. I have always had the gift of gab. I like people. I enjoy meeting new people. I collect people and their stories and have for a very long time, not just as part of this project, but as who I am. So that piece hasn't changed, but the courage to tell somebody they're awesome, the courage to say to somebody, this is really great, to the courage to say to somebody, I like what you do and that's really interesting and can you tell me more? That's a little bit outside my comfort zone. That's been the courage that I found. So courage is something to me, people look at me and say, I don't know how you do that. And it's a trigger. It's one of those things that I hate, because typically they're talking about me as a single mom. I was a single mom when my babies were 4 months old and 2 and 4 months. That's young. That's a young family to be on my own and to be figuring it out. And my frustration was, what choice do I have? Am I going to put them on the curb? Like, I have to do it. I don't have a choice at this point in time. I don't begrudge my children. I don't begrudge 1 minute of being a single parent. I don't begrudge that time. What I hated was somebody saying, I don't know how you do it. Because to me, I had to do it. I had to make that choice. I had to do for them. And it wasn't helpful to hear, I don't know how you do it. What was helpful was, can I help you do it? Do you need a hand? You inspire me. Or congratulations. Those were the things that were helpful. Or simply pick up the phone call and you've got this. I believe in you. Those were the things that were helpful to me. Those were the things that I banked on. Those were the things that I lived on. Those were the things that I looked in the mirror and owned on the tough days. So, meeting Michelle, who graduated with a major in independence, I thought I needed to stretch that courage muscle just a little bit more. And Michelle had a fundraiser coming up for Easter Seals campaign, and some of you have seen my post saying that I'm going to rappel off 1801 Hollis Street in downtown Halifax, which is nothing less than a 23-story building. Now, if you know me, I'm that face on the pictures in the roller coasters, amusement park rides that everybody points at and goes, look at the fear on them. It's an amusement park ride. I know it's safe. I know it's perfectly okay. I've worked in an amusement park. I know that it's fine. But the fear of that thrill ride isn't something I really enjoy. And before I thought about it too much, I said, Michelle, I'd like to stand beside you. I'd like to be part of this. And she was honored and thrilled, and she said, come on, it's going to be great. We're going to have a great time. Well, Friday came, and I drove to the city, and I was surrounded by people that love me and support me, and for that, I'm very grateful. And in my car on the drive there, I played music loud, and I sang along so that I was out of my head and in the tunes and not really thinking about exactly what it was I was just about to do. And for those of you who are wondering, I made it. I made it. I did it. There's a piece in in my mind where I'm standing at the top of the building and I'm ready to go and I'm waiting for Michelle and we're going to do it together. And I'm not afraid. I'm pretty calm, actually. And I don't think I made that face of fear. I don't think there was that scary, I'm out of control feeling. I felt very safe. I felt very confident in the equipment. I had lots of questions. Asked the team that was at the top. I'm sure I asked them, every possible scenario of what's going to happen next so that I was comfortable. But I was comfortable. And I believed in me. I stepped over that wall because I believed in me. From the top, they asked me the signal if I wanted to quit, and I didn't. It was hard. It was scary, and it was hard, and it was 11 minutes. It wasn't a lifetime, but it was 11 minutes hanging on the outside of a building where I didn't have full control, where I was strapped in, where I was hanging on, where I really had to believe that I was making the right choice, believe that I was doing the right thing, believe that I was safe, and believe in the equipment and the supports around me. I let my fate in someone else's hands for the equipment, but in me, I looked at me in that reflection in the windows as I came down. I looked at me and I said, you've got this. I'm not sure if you'll hear it in the video that I play next, but I told myself over and over, you've got this. And I did, and I do. And this Inner Wisdom Project is not what everyone wants it to be. It's what I want it to be. It's evolving, it's changing. When I first started, the videos were maybe a minute or a minute and a half, and now they're closer to 20 because there's context and there's story. And the message is for someone out there. And I don't know who you are, and I don't know the ripple effects. And that's what I learned that day as I climbed down the wall. That's what I learned when I met Michelle, is that this project has ripple effects that I will never, ever know how far-reaching or whose lives they've touched. But I can tell you for sure and for certain, it's touched mine. I've got 149 days published. I've learned 149 lessons. In truth, I've got probably 10 in the bank, so I've learned 159 lessons. There are 365 lessons for me to learn, and I'm still learning. And I'm so thankful. I'm so incredibly blessed. I'm so incredibly thankful. My imagination is sometimes bigger than I'll ever know, but I keep following it. I keep trusting it. I keep reaching out, and the women are supporting me. The community is supporting me. And on Friday, I felt that love. I felt that friendship. I felt those new bonds forming strongly with Michelle, with Darlene and Ashton, who came in to cheer me on, and Emma. and most importantly, with my children. Sam was there with me. Jared and Rebecca are at university and phoned to say, hey, Mom, I'm so proud of you. You did it. Knowing my fears, knowing who I am, they said, hey, Mom, I'm so proud of you. It doesn't get any better than that. There are no deeper lessons to learn than to know that your kids are proud of you. I want my life to matter. And day 131 published. As Michelle said to me, you're pretty awesome. And this is an amazing project. I owned it for the first time, that my life matters. And understand that as a mom, I know my life matters to them, and as a friend and all of those things, but this is different. This is in a way that I'm helping someone who I may never ever know. This is in a way where I'm making an impact in the whole great big world, not just my little piece of it. This is in a way where I have learned from other women, and I'm still learning, and I am grateful, and I am thankful, and I am courageously brave. Courageously brave, and braver than I've ever been, and vulnerable. So this is a one take, because I don't do them twice. This is for you. And you get to see, if you hang out long enough, me rappelling down 1801 Hollis Street in honor of the new ripples that have been created with the Inner Wisdom Project. To support my newfound friend, Michelle. To give an opportunity to a child who is supported through Easter Seals and the Go to Camp fund that they have. And to say thank you to anyone who has been touched by this project. To say thank you to everyone who has taken the time to watch a video. To say, I need the lesson that you just gave me, to each and every one of the women who have come, who will come. But most importantly, to own that I did it. For all the reasons I did it. To look at myself and to go, hey, you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. You're surrounded by the right people. And this is a gift to yourself first, and a blessing that you get to share. Thank you for all of your support. Enjoy my crazy little video of my big adventure caused by the ripple effects of the Inner Wisdom Project. I hope you'll reach out to me and share your story of courage and bravery. We're in it together. I'm happy. I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy this is my project. I'm happy that the Inner Wisdom Project is going and growing. And I am super excited about where my courage muscle will take me next. Join me on an adventure. Share your story. Thank you.
Standing here without holding on, I just realized. Yeah, that wasn't funny. Okay, so I'm at the edge. We're waiting for Michelle to see where she's going. There's a helicopter coming in, like it wasn't windy on. No. Don't think so. Okay.
After everything, when the new gun went off.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Wow.
Oh yeah. You know, get some seatbelt.
next we have Michelle Mahoney and Bernice Williams. Now, Bernice Williams began a personal quest, right, in 2019 to meet amazing women around the world. Now, she said it was an easy task. She started with friends who connected her with others. She has the honor of now calling many of those women friends, and each of them has inspired her with their amazing stories. Each of them has a level of message that she needed to learn. Now, during her journey, she was blessed to meet a lady by the name of Michelle Mahoney. She is unstoppable. She is so proud of everything that she has done. She is challenging herself to stand beside her, to share her passion, to support others, and more importantly, Bernice is starting to believe in herself. Michelle has touched the heart of so many people that although we've just met,
Oh, yeah, my mom's the one that's just coming out now.
What's that?
She's the one that's just starting to go.
Bernice's?
Yeah.
Way out of her comfort zone, and she's choosing to feel the fear and do it anyway. So I think we all need to give a round of applause for Michelle Mahoney and Bernice Williams.
There she goes. I see her with the people. That's awesome.
Come on, Mom, you got it.
Look at her go. She's rocking.
Like, I would definitely be shitting my pants, though.
Maybe I could just watch through this. It's even better. Maybe we should be able to look at the video later and be like, that's when I had this thought in my head when I was about this far down. I was about this far down when I was like, why in the heck did I agree to do this? Oh my god, look, there's somebody like looking at her in the window and waving at her. Woo!
felt this way before, and I swear this is true, and